Very good morning. Welcome to my channel. In the last video, we have done with the SQL concepts. So in this video, we'll start with a SQL queries, simple SQL queries, which is your 13th chapter. So in the simple SQL queries, we just start with various type of the commands, how we can create the database, how we can put the constraints, and so on. So let us start with all these type of SQL queries. So very firstly, the thing is how to create a database. How to create a database means in very beginning, if we know practically how we can create a database, then only we can make a tables, we can put a query and so on. So very first thing is we have to know about the syntax. So syntax is what? That is a create database, database name. So this is what? This is a syntax. Okay. So now if I'm taking one example, if our database name is school, so how we can write it? Create database school. So here, this is the database name. So whatever the name is, we can write it here. So I am taking here a name as a school. So I just write here a school. So this is what? This is a database name. Okay, so in this way we can create a database. Okay, next is how we can assess a database. Assess a database, what do you mean by this? Assess a database, if I want to make any table, so obviously I have to in between that. In between means we will use that database. Okay, so from using that database, we have a command use. So here we have a database name school. So what is the command become? Use school, because data here I have to write a database name. So here my name is school. So I am just writing a use school. In this way you can assess the database. Okay. Next is the select command. So what do you mean by select command? So assume I have this table. The table's name is a supplier. I am just making this table supplier, in which we have supply number field, supply name field, status field, and city field. And I just put these 4 values within this table. So how you can use the select command? So if we have a query, just read the query very carefully. To display. Display is what? Display means you are selecting something. Now here you have to select supplier name and status. You have to select these 2 things. So when you, whatever the thing you have to display, you have to write in this select command. Now don't write this supplier name as it is. Just see what is the column name here. Here the column name is a SUPPNAME. See here, it is a SUPPNAME. So you have to write select SUPPNAME. Status, see what is the here? Here it is already a status. So you just write a status. Select SUPPNAME, comma status from supplier. So in this way, you can make a query. Next query, see, to display all the details. So here the emphasis comes on all the detail. Where all comes, it means they are talking about the star. Star means what? When you want to select everything from the table, select everything. So everything means every column. Okay, every column. So then at that time, then you have to use this operator star. Select star from suppliers. Now every time last semicolon, this is a compulsory and every stage. Okay, so in this way you can write a query. Okay, next is the distinct keyword. Now what is the distinct? Distinct simply eliminates eliminates the duplicate rows from the result of select command. So eliminate duplicate rows. What do you mean by this? It means if the thing is repeated again and again, it eliminates that. In the output, it shows only one. So to display distinct city, they are saying distinct city. Now see here in the city, Delhi comes twice. So they want a distinct city. So how you can write the command? Select distinct in bracket city from this plan. So it will give the output. What output it give? It give output Delhi, Madras, and Jaipur. Okay, so this is the output of it. It means they are asking a single entry of Delhi, distinct city. If you want all rows, from the result of selectment, so you can write only select city, or you can write all city. All means obviously all. If I am not writing all, by default, it will take all as a city. Okay. Next is how to view the structure of table. So now if you want to view the structure of the table, you have a command DESC. DESC table name, or you can write describe full thing as it is. So here, if I want to see the structure of the table name, if I want to see this table supplier structure, so how we can write DES supplier, or you will write full describe supplier. So it depends upon you what you want to write. So to view the structure, you can use both of it. Okay. Next is using ALIASES. ALIASES is what? ALIASES is mean the nickname. If you want to give the nickname to a particular column, so at that time you will use this alias name. Okay. So it can be given a different name, or for the output purposes only. So see here in the question to display supplier name, status. So I'm just writing select SUPPNAME, comma status. Now status into 10. They are want status into 10 as multiplication of status. Means status into 10. It means you want to see the table as a column name multiplication of state. So status into 10 as multiplication of state. So what is this? What is this? This is what? This is a one alias. Okay. This is what a alias. Okay. Okay, this is what? This is one alias. Okay. So let us come to the next one. Where clause. Where is, what do you mean by the where? Where means when you want to fulfill some condition. When there is a some clause that you have to do this until unless this, means you have to complete your work with some condition. Then at that time where clause is used. So where clause is used to specify the particular row. For example, see here, to display the supplier name, status, whose status is greater than 20. So this is what? This is a clause. This is a condition. So we have to put a condition in a where clause. Select SUPPNAME status from supplier. Now where you just write as it is, whose status is. Status, just see the column name, what here is. Here also the column name is status. So I'm just writing here status, where status. Greater than, I put a symbol 20. So where greater status is greater than 20. Now we have a various relational operators. So we know the relational operators. We have a various relational operators, like we have a or, we have a and we have a not. In the or, what we have, the thing is If I have a 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. In the OR, we have a here 0. OR means basically we have a plus. We are doing it as a plus. In AND, we are doing it as a multiply. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. And the note 0, 1, 1 and 0 means what is this thing is? This is inverse. So if we know this truth table, we can solve the sums very easily. Okay, so what is the question here? To display the supplier name, so status from the table supplier, whose status is greater than 20 and who resides in Madras only. It means they are want both of them, because they are saying status is also greater than 20 and he reside in Madras only. It means when the output, when it means both the situations are high, true, means 1 and 1. The output is always 1. It means what? We will use the AND operation. Why? Because they are saying both are 1, 1 only. Okay. And if both are 1 only, it means that we are using the AND operation. Always the using the AND operation. Okay. Because in the AND operation, only when both the one states are 1, then we are using the AND operation. In the second question, what they are saying, whose status is either greater than 20 or resident, means in any of one may be a true. Here it will come true, here it will come, because any of one it will be a true, they are saying. Here any of one will be true. So it means they are using which operation? They are using the OR operation. So if you know the truth table, you came to know where we can use the AND operator and where we are using the OR operator. So it is very clearly understood. Then we have a conditions based on range. Now, when we have a conditions based on the range, like here they are asking about supplier name status, whose status is in the range of 20 to 30. It means they are asking the range. When there is a range, we have the word between, where status is between 20 and 30. We are not putting here like this. We are using here a and. Okay, when we are using the ranges only, ranges, then we have to use a between. We can use like between 20 and 30. They are like, suppose they are asking it is greater than 20 and less than. So how we can write status? We can write status between 20. Okay, means whatever it is here, we have to write before ahead. Here they are asking status is in the range, so we just write status before ahead. Okay, so in the between case, we just use the operators also. So it depends upon the situation. We have a relation operator, less than and greater than. If we have both the ranges, so we can use operators also. It depends upon us. Okay. Next is conditions. Okay. So what is this? Condition in. So what is here? Based on list. Based on list, what do you mean by this? It means we have already some conditions here. We have already some type of data here. Like here, to display a list of members from city, Delhi and Mumbai. They are given us Delhi and Mumbai already. It means I have to make a query here where they have to find out the city which is in Delhi and Mumbai. It means what? We have to make a select star, display a list of members. It means they are want all the data. I am just putting a star here. Select star from supplier where city in. So in is one operator. Delhi and Mumbai, I just write it as it is. So whatever, because they are asking, they have in the city Delhi and Mumbai. It means they are already given us some data and I have to find out in only. So here in this type of queries, we will use the in query. Then we have a pattern matching. Pattern matchings is a very important topic. Many questions comes from this also. So in the pattern matching, what we have we have a two things here. We have a star, we have a percentage, and we have a underscore. Percentage means we have two matches, any substring means more than one character. Underscores means only one character we are matching. How? Just see the example. T percentage. It means it starts with beginning, it starts with T, and after that any characters, a number of characters will be there. It ends with T and before ahead number of characters are there. It starts with anything, then it should be a 2 and ends with anything. It has exactly 4 characters. It has exactly 4 characters and then ends with T. It has exactly 4 characters and after that so multiple characters will be there. What the conclusion is? Percentage means more than one character. Underscores means one character. Okay. Okay. See, now we have an order by clause. Order by clause means we want to do some sorting, either in ascending order or a descending order. So if I want a ascending order, so no need to write anything, you just make a simple query, because by default it always in ascending order. Okay, so here what they asked to display the suppliers, name of supplier status according to the ascending order of name. So what they have right, select subname status from supplier. What we have a clause here, order by. According to the name you have to sorting. So order by supplier name. So if I want this is in descending order, so in last we just write here a DESC. So if I want it in descending order, so then at that time I have to write a DESC, but by default it is in the ascending order only. Okay. Okay, next. We have a variety of aggregate functions. Aggregate functions is what? We can use the variety, we can use the in our syntax. Suppose I have to make a query and they just tell us select average of status. So select minimum of status, select maximum of status. So what is how we can do very easily that also, because whatever the values here, suppose I want if I have a minimum, I want to select the minimum price. I want to select minimum price. So how we can write min of price means whatever the values should be there, they just find out the min. Same like that, we can find out the maximum, average, count. It gives a single number. Obviously, if I am counting how many rows are there, if I count department, so it just count it. If I'm write count of star, it means it count all the numbers of rows, how many numbers of rows it come, and then sum. So these are all the aggregate functions, and in the next video we just start with all these aggregate function in the queries also. Okay, this is all about the chapter. So just read each and everything again and do it practically also. And if you feel any problem, just write in the comment section so that I can solve firstly in the next video. And after that, we'll start with the new queries. Okay, in the next video we'll start with how to make a table and work on different type of constraints, alter the table, and updating the content and so on. Okay, thank you so much and keep subscribe my channel. Okay.